Okay, I think we're live. Hope this works. Maybe it'll work. We are going to do a little live stream from the shop tonight. I might be just a bit early here, so. We got one watching so far. That's big time. 3, here we go. Now we're taking off. How y'all doing this evening? Let me know who's here. We got a few more watching now. Billy made it. How you doing, Billy? I got the little crane running. I was going to show that to you tonight. Kyle, the Airco is working fine. We're going to, when I get a few more people on here, we're going to fire the old Airco up a little bit, let you hear it run live. This is another project I just picked up. This is a good Lincoln 200. Didn't really need another one, but I couldn't pass it up. It was a really, really good deal. We got a few more. We got Greg Silva. We got Stephen Murata. And some of you guys, I've seen you comment before, and I appreciate you watching my stuff. The old, yeah, you can't have too many SA200s. This is a good machine. It burns a little bit of oil, and I need to do some work. It's got the wrong, I've got the wrong, what do you call that, range selector. It's got the older, let's see. This is an older welder. It needs the newer style, or it needs the older style. I've got the newer style selector for it, so I can use it. But, yeah, I got a, there's another SA200 outside, so good, I'm glad to hear you guys like the welder collection. So we got a few on here. We got somebody from Louisiana, Will Baldwin. I probably didn't say that right. David Bird's on here. Anyway, let me see here. I'm gonna show off a hat for you. I've got Dirty Doug is one of my subscribers. He sent me a hat a while back, so I sent him one too. Well, hang on. You don't want to see my face. I want to show you some stickers I got from some folks. Let's see. MS Earthworks sent me the Make Backhoes Great Again stickers. I got the Shooter's Option Target made my cool signs. Elite Earthworks made that happen. We got this guy here that wears Crocs. I think this is a Croc track. Mr. Dirt Perfect, Michael. Appreciate you sending me a sticker. Got Knox Trucks out of Bozeman, Montana. Good guy. Knox Pilati. I really appreciate him sending me some stuff. And of course, we've got the Digging OK signs that Brandon had made for me. That's the yellow one, and the pink one's over here by the crane right now. So I'm kind of partial to this pink one. They thought it was a prank, but you know how that goes. Let's see. Hey, also Brandon, I got a nice t-shirt from this guy, Elite Earthwork. Is on here. Thank you for that. Nice shirt, by the way. Gray's my favorite color for summertime. And of course, I'm going to have to put on my J. Paydirt hat because he's the guy that kind of inspired me to get this deal going. So I'm gonna blame it on him. Love the shirt, Brandon. Anyway, I've got the old Kenny hat Jeff sent me. And what else I got here? I got a Branson Construction hat from some, I don't know, I ain't gonna mention his name. He wouldn't be worth it. Anyway, hey, I'll put my hat back on here. Anyway, what do you guys want to do in the shop tonight? We've got welders. We've got probably a little bit to talk about. I don't know what you guys have been up to. I've been rained out a lot. I did get to work last week. I did just take your hat off, Eric. Sorry, buddy. The link belt right now is in bad shape. I'm sorry about that. I have used the link belt. I do have a dragline bucket for it. Howdy, Mrs. Elite. She made it on here. I do have a, did she see my sign? It's over here on the wall. Let's see. I do have a dragline bucket, and I do have a clam bucket for the LS50 crane, the link belt. Cool. Brandon's been wearing out buckets. I have, I'll tell you what I'm gonna do. We've got a few people watching. Would you rather see the crane run right now, or would you rather see a welder run? I'll give you a choice. I'm gonna give you about 20 seconds to comment. Yes, the signs were made in Kentucky, hand delivered by the guy that made them. How about that? And Brandon, by the way. Ricky wants to see the crane. My crane wants this, not that crane, this crane here. This crane, this one will start. I got it running. Okay, she wants to see the crane run. I'm gonna set the phone down. I'm sorry about that noise. That was probably not nice. Can you see it there? Okay. We're gonna play with the crane just a little bit. I won't be able to read comments while that's going on, so we got low speed, high speed. And if I can remember how to run it, we can open a bucket. Come on now. I'm a little rusty on this one. Alright, we got one socket. So we can pick that up and swing it around here. Maybe boom up. Probably, well, so far it's working pretty good. I have I'm probably fixing to lose a socket. I was going to tie the digging okay sign to the crane, but that dude's a little too heavy. Let's see if we can get 2 sockets in there. Okay. It will dig, it does pretty good with floor dry. If you need to pick up a little floor dry, you can waste a little time doing that. You can waste a lot of time with this crane. That's about all it's good for, wasting time. So we can swing things around and drop them. If you need a socket, that's pretty clean, you know. Anyway, I built this back when I think I was about 20, 21, somewhere around there, but it survived. See, we can grab a flashlight here. Whoops. There we go, I got it. It's kind of like the skill crane you get at the arcade, you know, only you don't have to pay money. Kind of cool. Anyway, we'll set that down there. Whoop, maybe. Come on now. Forgot how to run it. But that's the crane. It's like a Barbie crane. Uh-oh. Okay. Hey, Junior made it on here too. It is a socket, but everything, but anyway, it's just one of them deals that I'll kind of show you some close-ups. I'll show you how I built the bucket here if you want to look at it. This is all made out of hobby brass. They used to sell it at like Hobby Lobby and places like that. Little little RC shop. There used to be some shops around that sold brass like this, but these are all 256 screws. I drilled a bunch of holes, and you know, the parts are, the boom is, you know, kind of rough a little bit, but it's been roughed around a little bit. But got motors for the spools, wind up strings. Got 3 spools on it. It's got a couple motors that run a pivot down here at the bottom. And of course, this is just a bunch of switches that I got wired up to run it. Some D-volt batteries. I can run it either on 3 volts or 6 volts, so you can speed it up and slow it down. One of these days, I'd really like to build a crawler base for it so it can actually drive around the shop, and that'd be kind of fun. But anyway, I'll pause a minute here and try to catch up on some comments. I don't know what we got going on. Let's see. Ricky, I did make that myself, build it from scratch. That was the second one I built. The first one was kind of put together a little bit, well, too quick, and it didn't survive. That one there's a little bit tougher. So, but anyway, we got I've got to figure out the motors that I put on this crane. You guys might not, you guys are probably too young to remember Radio Shack, but I used to buy a lot of parts and motors at Radio Shack, places like that. That was back before the internet. You guys don't understand that at all. I know some of you don't. But anyway, this is my my new welder I bought. That's Eric's Airco over there that we got running. But anyway, this is one that I bought. It's missing the hood. I don't have a hood for it. So I got to come up with a hood for it. And the guy I bought it from said it burns oil. Burns quite a bit, he says. So I haven't ran it enough to really know it does weld. I've figured that out. But I figured for the money I got into it, I couldn't pass it up, so I had to buy it. Someone said earlier we didn't want to. Bring that bucket over here, Brandon. We're supposed to get a flood tomorrow. Let's see here. I'm trying to catch up on comments. Sorry about that. A few of you do remember Radio Shack. That was a neat store. It really was. You could go in there and buy all the switches and all that stuff. Of course, now it's all on Amazon, and it gets delivered to your house, I guess. So it's too bad Radio Shack didn't do better on the internet market. I'd really still like to have a store around once in a while, but let's see here. You're welcome to bring that bucket over here. I might be working, but Eric will be around maybe. Schools have already canceled. Eric, are you serious? Our school's out, so we can't cancel. Anyway, Billy says he still goes to radio. We don't have any more in Oklahoma, I don't believe. There may be one in Oklahoma City, but we used to have one in Guthrie and one in Stillwater and all the little small towns. Oh, I'm supposed to watch the news. Well, I get depressed when I watch the news. Anyhow, I don't know. I did get to dig last week. I dug some footings the first part of the week. I don't have the footage together on that, but I actually got to work 5 days in a row. I worked for a plumber at the end of the week, so you got some Radio Shacks in Idaho. We'll turn around here and look at this sign. That sign's much better to look at, I think, than the welders. How about that? And the crane there. So, and they're all better than watching me. So, but anyway. apparently we're going to have a flood. They're saying, I don't know, somebody was telling me we're supposed to get 7 inches of rain or 8 inches of rain. I heard they was going to get snow in California. I don't know if that's true or not, but I'm happy to have a 5-day week. We were getting rain like every other day, so it was like there was about 2 weeks there that we didn't really get to put in any time digging. I hope they're wrong on the weather, but it looks like there's a big bunch of rain coming this way, so. Dirty Digging, you're up there in you're eastern Kansas, I believe, aren't you? So you're probably gonna get a lot of what we got. The joke sign gets more money or gets more business than the one Elite paid money for. How about that? Hey, we got Louisiana Dirt on here. How you doing, sir? Dwayne, sorry about that. Just win in Arizona. I think the yellow sign's probably going to end up in the house somewhere, but I got to figure out where I want to put it at. We've had so much rain this winter. I'm sick of it. It's nice to see green grass. Don't get me wrong, and the farmers like rain, but it's getting a little bit ridiculous. Pretty tough year for most folks. Dwayne, did you get done down in Houston? You were doing some work down Houston. I don't know if they were getting. That might have been a few weeks ago, or a couple weeks ago. Don't really have any news on. I did work on the backhoe a little bit today. I changed the oil in my pickup and played around with the welder a little bit in the shop. And if your bank was down in the river bottom, it might get rained out, Miss Elite. I don't know. He did. I can Louisiana with the rain. I saw a video that Dwayne put up today about he put up a video today about he was running generators. I guess his power's out. I don't know if his power got turned back on or not, but we've been lucky. We really have not had any severe weather. There was a tornado in Oklahoma, I believe Saturday, but it was southwest Oklahoma, so before the bank floods, be sure you get all the money out, okay? That's all I'm saying. Or before you catch it on fire, whatever you're gonna do there. I know a few people in the dirt business that could use a lot of money. we're always in need of a small loan, ain't we? I did clean the shop up some, Dale. I've been working on that today. I have not done any more work on the dozer. I need to get back on that too. Yeah, back the dump truck up to the bank right before it floods. The sticker on my bench, it's not US made, Eric. Quit that. I didn't peel the stickers off yet. Mrs. Elite is supporting a guy with a dirt addiction. The shop's not all clean. There's still a lot of junk in here. I need to get rid of it. I've got, oh, I don't know. One of these days I'll get it all cleaned up. I'm not, I don't know about the sewer addiction. I don't know if that's possible. Well, you want to fire up a welder? Which one you want to fire up first? You want to hear one run? I don't think you could quit, Brandon. I don't think so. It's too late. Do you want to hear a welder run or not? Okay, Lincoln first. I got one vote. All right, here we go. Let's see if it'll fire up. It started for me earlier. This one actually starts better than my newer one. I think it sounds pretty good. Now, the Lincoln runs 1550 on RPM. This one runs 1750, so it's 200 RPM. This welder here, I need to probably back up and explain a little bit about this welder. This is an Airco. Now, this is not an Airco that was built by Miller, because Airco never built an engine-driven air machine. Eric came across it, he bought it, and the guy had rebuilt the engine, but he couldn't get it running. I've got a video on that on the Mystery Solved. But this is a really cool machine, and this dude will out-weld a SA200. We had it set right here, and it burns way hotter. You can dig the arc in. You can let the arc. Almost anybody could weld with this welder. I swear, it's different than anything I've ever welded with. But it started right up earlier. I don't know if it will right now, but it starts pretty good too. Oh no, it died. Oh, the gas is turned off. It helps if you turn the gas on. Sorry. There we go. This is a neat one. It's a little louder than the Lincoln. I don't know if you can tell that on the video, but the Lincoln has a muffler. That one doesn't have a muffler, but it's a really cool machine. P&H Crane Company built those for Airco, and it's a heavy son of a gun. The generator section seems smaller than a Lincoln, but for some reason it seems to put out more power than the bigger generator on the Lincoln. Now, it will burn through some plate like I've never seen a welder do before. Dale, I've got the other end of the barn open, so I'm not going to asphyxiate myself. I'm not sealed up tight in here. It'd probably be a good thing if I did, but I might go deaf. That could be that could happen. But that welder there, I think almost any I could probably get almost anybody to run a pretty decent arc with that machine. It's so easy to run. Now, the SA200s are easy to run too. A lot of people don't understand. They've never welded with a DC, totally DC powered machine. Most welders are AC rectified to DC, and they're not quite as, you know, they're just not quite as, you don't have a pure current coming from a welder that has Yeah, Eric and I were talking about some signs, and I need to get with Junior. This Airco has got some. Let's see, is it on this side? It's got some pretty neat little. I'd like to see if we could get Junior. Oh, sorry about that. That was loud. I need to see if we can get Junior to make us one of these. This is a cool sign. I mean, you just don't see stuff like this. And Eric's got all the hoods to this machine. It's got all the sheet metal. Pretty neat looking grill. I mean, it's just, I don't know, just a tough old welder. It's heavy built. I think it weighs more than the Lincoln too. I don't know how. They put a lot of iron in it. But it's, we probably won't put it to work every day or anything like that, but it's just pretty fun to have around. Pretty neat to mess with. I saw a sign, man, that sign that Junior made with the dog and the blue line flag, that was awesome. He can get some detail in them signs. Lincoln and Hobart generator, yeah. Junior, I do need to get with you on some stuff. I've got some ideas I'd like to talk to you about. I need to give you a call sometime. I don't know what size we'd want to make those. Eric does need a pink Airco. We ought to paint that welder pink. How about that? I think we ought to do that. We ought to just paint that thing pink. Eric says no, pink welder. A pink sign would be cool for it. A lavender, there we go. Where's the plasma and MIG? I don't know. I've never owned a plasma, and I did own a MIG welder for a while. Every time I went to use it, it made me mad, for lack of a better word. I don't like messing with things that are temperamental. Eric's getting closer. Hey, Eric did get some work done on his shop, so we might be able to get some goats moved in there soon. Miss Elite, but I've been talking about what kind of hood to put on this welder here. I've seen guys that have taken an old tractor hood and put a Lincoln welder underneath it. I saw a picture of a neat Alice Chalmers, and I thought that might be kind of cool. But we could paint this one pink. I don't care. I mean, it's a spare welder. It might be all right. But I need to get with Junior on some signs for sure. I guess I must have missed something here. There ain't much around here to see. I mean, there's a pickup, and I didn't get all my shop cleaned. There is the other digging okay sign over there. It's over the lathe. I got the lathe kind of covered up there. Keep the dirt off of it, but anyhow, let's see. I don't know. When you do these live streams off your phone, a pink Lincoln welder would sure stand out, that's for sure. You might not ever get stolen, that's for sure. Well, sounds like Jared's making dinner tonight. Cool. Yeah, Eric and I were talking about the Airco signs. They look like they were painted on. This welder we think was built in the 40s. I don't know when it was built for sure. We haven't really found. Eric's been trying to find more information on it, but we can't really find a date that thing was built. And It looks like they had probably a stencil and they painted the stickers on this one. So I don't know if they were, how that worked. Are you guys losing? Is this stream working okay? Nice patina. We think this welder used to be orange, almost Alice Chalmers colored orange. Somebody's painted it gray. They probably were jealous of the Lincolns or something there, but I missed that SOT. I guess he's not a Ford fan. Would it make it run better if you covered up the Ford sign? That's all I gotta say. Stream's okay, just an occasional interruption. Okay, I'll try to quit moving around. If it's working right here, I'll stay still. How about that? Sometimes out here in my shop it doesn't work that great, but I need to get my internet out here to it, and might make things a little better for this type of stuff. I've been wanting to do a stream for quite a while, and I haven't had time. And I've been trying to get to it. I need rabbit ears for my phone. My Ford doesn't leak water like Jason's does. It's probably on my end. My AT&T service seems to be getting worse every, maybe if I wore a tinfoil hat or something. Well, thank you for joining me tonight on the stream. Did Jason get his fuchsia? Did Jason get his? Boy, Eric could probably kill me if I painted that welder pink. Yeah, I didn't buy the swimming pool edition Ford. I just bought mine's just an XLT. It doesn't have the water features. I don't know what year they started putting water features in the Fords, but I must have missed out on that. I'm glad he got it fixed. Yeah, I'm sure if we tried, maybe I'll just turn around here and show you the Ford emblem. Maybe that'd make y'all happier. Hey, I do have a case emblem too. I got a case. New Holland's too cheap to give me one, so Case gave me one, so I put it on my truck. And my truck's dirty, by the way, but it's been raining every other day, and you can't wash your truck. Well, you can, but what's the point? Anyway. Case is good stuff. My old 930 is a really good tractor, and they build good dozers. Eric says it's going back air coat orange or what? Hey, there's Roxy. Hello, you want to be on the stream? This dog. Is it going to storm? Well, come here and say hi to the camera. You're being. Hey, come here. What are you doing? Probably gonna find me a ball to kick or something here. Yeah, that's right. She's a mess. She rode in the backhoe with me a little bit today. You'd rather see the backhoe emblem than the Ford one. I got a bunch of haters on here for Ford, man. I don't know about you guys. I'll put you back on there. How about that? I'm an inspiration for somebody, I guess. Was that directed to me or somebody else, Blake? I don't know. Not sure if that's the truth, but Trick My Tractor's on here. I guess I haven't met you yet, or at least I don't. Don't know. But me and Roxy went and dug out some cedar trees in the pasture today, and she likes to ride in the backhoe when I'm out here on the farm. It's cooler in there when it's hot outside. She don't like hot weather, but she usually tries to get me to go chase cows or goats, or she likes to herd goats and that kind of stuff. So, but she rolled in something that smells kind of bad, so she's definitely not smelling lovely. I grew up driving Fords. You guys can hate all you want. I like Fords. Yeah, she could put the goats right in the barn, couldn't you? She's, are you camera shy? Cowboy hat on Frank's head, Oklahoma cowboy. Yeah, I wore that the other day when I was out in the sun. Keeps the sun off of you. Have you not never met it? I guess I should have worn my cowboy hat to meet you. I didn't know you wanted to meet a cowboy from Oklahoma. We'll have to sneak the goats in and then get them out before Eric sees it. We'll just make a video of it. They can leave the, you know, number 1 and number 2 all over the shop. When I have work to do, I drive my Ford. When I just want to go to town, I drive my ship. There's the ball. See, Roxy likes to play ball. This is, she will drive you plumb nuts with a ball. Anyway, got me sidetracked here. Good catch. Yeah, that was pretty cool. Yeah, you're showing off now, ain't you? You stinky thing. Uh-oh. Anyway. Uh-oh. I'm messing up here. What did I do? We were talking about cowboys and cowboy hats. I guess I'll wear the hat for you. Good grief. This is not my favorite hat. Might look good with my Elite Earthwork shirt though, maybe. It kind of needs shaped a little bit, but it's kind of been riding around in the pickup, so you know. But it'll keep the sun off your ears. Yeah, Chucky wears a cowboy hat now, so maybe I should wear one too. I don't know. It's not a nice hat. This is just a cheap hat. But anyhow, thank you. She says it looks nice, but my finger's over the phone there. I don't know how to run this phone very well this way, but anyway, I grew up. I thought I was a cowboy when I grew up. I used to always wear cowboy hats and kind of got away from it. And Eric, yeah, thank you. Chucky is my fashion guru now. Actually, I was probably wearing cowboy hats before Chucky ever was born, so. I don't normally wear them to work when I'm digging, but when you're out mowing or something, it's nice to have something to keep the sun off your ears. You get your ears burnt. Anyhow, I hope that was satisfying for you there, Junior, that you got to see me wear a cowboy hat, and I'm sure that was. I'd like to see Brandon in his sombrero. I think that'd be cool. I need a flatter brim. Yeah, I need to shape it. I've got a straw hat I got in Mexico that's got a lot bigger brim on it, but How about a toolbox tour? Shoot, that's a mess in there. You don't want to see that, David. I need to clean my toolbox. All my tools are dirty. Tank Commander BT. Hey, how you doing? Well, thank you, Junior. My wife tells me I look good in a cowboy hat, too. Takes away from my ugly face, I guess. I work for a living. Oh, yeah, David, I do. I've been going to organize my toolbox and get everything neat, and then maybe someday I'll take you for a tour in that toolbox. But right now, no, it's a mess. There's guys that I know that can keep their shops immaculate. They can keep them clean, and I don't know what they do in their spare time. I don't think they have any spare time if you can keep. I mean, I get a project in here. Usually, it's the last thing I think about is cleaning the shop. So I can't wait till Eric. Yeah, Eric, it has all your tools in it. I can't wait till Eric gets his shop built because it'll be the real nice, clean one. Because he'll probably never do nothing in it. He'll probably, you know, he probably won't even let me wear boots in the shop. But it's a lot of times I'll come out here and I'll work on something in the evening, and then I got to go to work in the morning, so I don't always get things cleaned up. But right now it's not too bad. But you got to take your boots off for goat yoga. I'm wondering if he'll let me wear Crocs or something in there. I don't know. Hey, Jamie, how you doing? Thank you for the pink sign. Yeah. When Eric's been here, there's a mess. He usually comes by about every time I get it cleaned up. I need to probably get some tips from Jeff Anderson. He knows how to keep his shop. He's got a really, really nice shop. He keeps it nice too. He probably wouldn't let me come work in his shop either. I'd probably. Well, I'll bring my shop slippers up there to Eric's place when I go up there. I don't have any Crocs. Maybe someday, but I think I'd have to get. I don't know. Yeah, Junior, better watch what you're saying. You're in trouble now. No Crocs. Well, I saw some pictures of some folks that met with a bunch of Croc wearers. You don't see too many people around here that wear them. But right now, Roxy is, I don't know if you can tell it. Can I zoom this in? Roxy is staring intently at the ball I'm supposed to kick. And she'll do that until I kick it. Anyway, goofy dog. Can't get nothing done when she's around here wanting to play ball. Anyway, that end of the shop's dirtier than this end. I got this end cleaned up so you can see the welders, you know. But Roxy is a really neat dog. That dog has a lot of natural ability. Well, right now she's just being a nuisance, but she brought the ball back. You're gonna have to go get it now. I missed it. Anyway, this little doggy belongs to my daughter that raises goats, and she is. I tell you what, if we didn't have this dog, I would probably be shooting a lot of goats, because when they get out, all we got to do is get Roxy, and she will put them right back in. And that's the best thing about her. Anyway, well, hey, I'm gonna probably jump off here in a little bit. I don't know. I'm probably about to bore you guys to death. Brandon, good question. I probably need to call the guy, because I had a job lined up. We were going to dig some footings tomorrow, but the way the weather forecast looks, I don't think that's going to happen. So how about you, Brandon? Do you have anything going on? Let's see here. This is a full-blood border collie. Hey, Catherine. Wish I could join you with a steak. That sounds pretty good. Well, you guys have a good evening. Like I say, I'm gonna jump off here. Roxy's gonna probably wear me out tonight. Well, I hope you get your job done. Jared's building a sewer lagoon. If it doesn't rain, well, it might not rain till afternoon. Maybe you'll get it done. Hope you do. Hey, there's Tough F350. Yes, sir. Ford for life. There we go. I got a fan on here that likes Fords. I'll give Roxy some pets other than she smells bad. You don't understand. I don't know what she got into today, but she found something that does not smell good. We'll see you, Billy. You guys have a good evening. Hope you guys have a good work week. I will try to get a video out maybe this week. We'll see what we can do. Y'all take care. Thank you for watching. Thank you for tuning in.